Good Monday, makers. This is Maker Pipe Monday, where we go over all kinds of builds that have been posted to the community throughout the week. I am Dave. Let's get right into it. We've got a lot of cool builds. The first one we've got is by W.A. Family Man. Check him out on Instagram. He posted this build of his kayak trailer. And what he did was he took a normal trailer and he wanted a way to transport more than a couple kayaks. So he made a conduit and maker pipe rack to hold these 4 kayaks, and it came out great. We really appreciate you posting, Josh. But he also did a video on his YouTube channel. There he is, Josh. Hey, Josh. He's got a great YouTube channel called WA Family Man, a lot of outdoor and family content, sports content. And here he is talking about his project. He goes through how he built it, where he got the trailer from Tractor Supply on Black Friday. There's the frame. He just does a fantastic job on his video. And Josh, thanks so much for posting it. Everybody go check out his channel. I think he's got a lot of neat content. Beautiful, beautiful dog there. And it turned out great for him. So Josh, thanks so much for posting. We're glad you got your kayak rack finished and it's looking great. Next one we've got is from Ed Burton. Ed is building a RV out of a school bus, and that's called a Schoolie, I found out. So you take a school bus, you turn it into an RV, that's a Schoolie. And what he's doing here is he's planning out the interior of his RV school bus with Maker Pipe Minis. These are our prototyping connectors, our small 3D printed connectors that work with conduit, not with conduit, sorry. They work with coffee stirrers, which replicate the conduit. And he's going through and he's figuring out how he wants to lay out his interior. He's got his bed here, seat and storage, and then a gallery, overhead storage here, and I think a galley kitchen possibly in that section. And really great because you got to make the most out of your space. So a lot of planning, and we've seen a lot of van conversions and things like that using Maker Pipe, which is fantastic. We love seeing that, and hopefully this will be our first Schoolie where I use Maker Pipe as well. So Ed, thanks so much for sharing on Instagram. We really appreciate it. Next one we've got is by Mike, and Mike made. He runs a choir. And they had a holiday performance, and he needed a way to have everybody feel safe and keep them isolated. And these for COVID-19. And these are screens that he came up, plexiglass screens, and it looks great. And what they did was they had plexiglass mounted in these extruded aluminum frames, and then that was mounted to the Maker Pipe frame that you can see here, all wrapped in black. 3 of them. Looks great. There's a close-up of how he did it, and just fantastic idea. I hope it worked out and you were able to pull off your performance safely and according to the guidelines. So thanks so much for sharing that, Mike. Next one we've got is by Marty, and Marty won our giveaway over the holiday season. We had a holiday bundle sale where we had gift certificates and Maker Pipe Minis, and then one customer got a free maker kit, and we gave that away. And Marty is the recipient of that, and he decided to make this great desk bookshelf with his kit. And what he's got here is he's got a whole overhead storage and then a big flat desktop. And this is normally his room, but his wife has a laser engraving or a laser cutting business that's taken off. So she needs a little bit of that space. So they had to use her space a little bit more efficiently, and that's what they came up with here. And a few things that I love about this, it's got a nice continuous flat desktop, but the overhead storage, he drilled through the shelves to make room for the vertical pieces in the conduit. And that, if you going through that extra work is a great way to do it because you get this overhang, you get a nice flat surface, and it really comes out nice. So that's their desk. And Marty, thanks so much for posting this. We appreciate your business, and we're glad you won that kit and put it to use so quickly. Next one we've got is by Marcia, and she wanted a way to watch movies while she was on her treadmill. And she had a laptop, so she made this laptop stand for her treadmill as she was exercising. And she was able to make it just the right height for her because she custom made the frame, and she's got it mounted right here around um, her treadmill. Came out great. So Marcia, hope that works out for you. Thanks so much for posting. Next one we've got is by Den, and he loves making products, good products, even better. So what his project was, he wanted a way to store all of the attachments and hoses and cords for a shop vac and have a mobile system there. So what he did was he had a base here. Looks like it's made out of wood, but I can't quite tell. And then he made a maker pipe frame on top of that that holds the cords, holds the hoses, and then you can see like the narrow attachment here, the brush here on top of the conduit. Really slick way to do it, and keeps everything you need for your shop vac right in one place. He also used flanges down here. I can see these are threaded pipe flanges with a compression connector, an electrical compression connector that holds onto the conduit and mounts it to the base. So really cool build, then. Thanks so much for sharing. Love seeing it. And the last one we've got for this week is by Christopher. This is an update on a build we featured previously. I think it was last week or the week before. He made a solar panel mount for his bike trailer. And it does some really cool stuff where it adjusts and tilts to get the right sun angle. And he uses this. And I guess I didn't quite understand the first time we featured this, but he made it really clear. I appreciate you doing that, Chris. It charges not only the batteries he's got in his trailer, but also the battery on his bike, because he's got an e-bike that helps assist the pedaling. And he says his Bosch e-bike battery, it helps charge as well. So it increases his range by hauling this trailer. And a couple of the other updates he did this extruded, it looks like an aluminum frame to cut down on weight, and then he 3D printed these orange connectors that make that frame, and then Maker Pipe adapts, comes up and makes the mount for the whole panel. That's where Maker Pipe comes in, and then he's got this actuator running to the edge of the trailer that allows the angle to be changed of the whole structure. And there it is. Really cool build. Chris, thanks for the update on it. I know people like seeing this. And if you want to see more about his build, he provided a link in the community that goes right to his summary, his build summary on Prusa printers. And you can see all the links of the equipment he used and everything, and including a Maker Pipe link. Thanks so much for putting that in there, Chris. We really appreciate that. So if you like this build, you want to see more builds like this, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. And if you've got a build planned, or if you're in the middle of a build, go ahead, ask a question. Go down in the comments, ask me a question. I'd love to answer it. If I can help you with your build, I'd be glad to do so. That's what we're all about. So please leave a comment. Anything you're working on, we're happy to help. All right, we'll see you next time. Take care.